they're able to see your face too.
So we are live now.
We live now.
Y'all know how it is. I'm just looking for the broadcast. Did I say broad? The broadcast, so that I can hit the button so we can see people when they leaving messages. When they send their messages, want to see them directly.
So would that come up on the side, or would that just come up on your side?
Yes, it is. I just have to make the post privacy. I had to turn it to public because naturally it goes to private, and I just did. So as soon as someone start leaving messages, we're gonna see it. Okay. Oh my God, I just caught a glimpse of my little nose. My nose was so Jamaican just a while ago from my phone. Y'all should have told me. Like, I'm looking down at my phone. I'm about to crack on my own self. I'm about to say, girl.
I can't with you, Keisha. Wasn't nobody even worried about that? Like, we just making sure you good and you go look up to my nose.
I know. So far we have 3 people that's in. So if you just coming in, thank you guys for not being on CP time. Because you on prompt, okay? 4 people already in. I am with Tasha and K Guest. Let me tell y'all.
Hello.
K Guest is me. She salt. I'm pepper. I can see that.
I'm with it. The caramel to the chocolate.
Yeah. She seemed like she has that little spice in her. I love it already. I love it already.
For you.
Yes. Before we start, because I want to get at least 5 or more before we start, and then because they usually trick it in too.
Right.
Do you want to introduce yourself? I do have 5 now, but do you want to introduce yourself to everyone?
Yeah, I can introduce myself. Yes. So my name is Kay Guess. I am a paranormal urban author. Hey. I have 3 books out currently. I'm in a transition of working on book number 4, and I'm excited to chat with you guys, talk with you guys, introduce you to the first 2 chapters of my newest book.
And you know what? You just said something. And this is the second time in a row that I've heard it. I don't know. I know briefly what it's about, but I don't know all detail for paranormal. Could you explain it to our viewers who may not know what a paranormal author is or what it entails?
Right. So that's just everything out of the ordinary. So you're going to get magic. You're going to get vampires, ghosts, like anything that wouldn't happen in reality, you can find in paranormal. And some people, it's been a little controversy where they'll read a paranormal book and was like, oh, that wouldn't really happen. But it's kind of like you didn't read a whole book about a werewolf. Where do you see a werewolf? So if I say it happened, it happened.
It happened. Oh, listen, I had our author from last week was saying that, someone inboxed him was like, a man kept inboxing her, in your book, this happened, and if it was a real ghost, they wouldn't be able to walk through the wall or something that he was saying. I was like, don't come on my question about, because that's the whole part of being an author. I don't mind. We can do anything we want to do. This is not real life. We've seen people come back from the dead in the movies. So why you question?
Listen, how many zombie movies do we have?
Exactly. So I want to kick it off. I just want you to tell them the name of your book, and you can start it off from your first chapter. And and if you vibing, keep flowing, but don't give them all your stuff.
No, I can't. Just give them a little tease. You got to tease them a little bit.
Yes, tease them.
So my newest book is called Unique Ties. It just dropped about 3 weeks ago. So I'm not going to give y'all too much of the synopsis of it, but I'm going to go right in, get into this chapter, and just hope you guys vibe with me.
I'm ready. I'm all for it.
So, chapter 1, Kim. He got me completely fucked up. I check my mirrors as I switch lanes to go check on my on again, off again. Shit, I don't even know what to call them, or our so-called relationship. It's one of those things where you do everything like you're a couple and that's your man, but he ain't technically your man. When I met Meg, we were both single but talking to other people. Neither of us were ready to get serious, but we played the role to the T. As time passed, I found myself wanting to be more exclusive with him, to build something more solid. But he told me he wasn't ready for all that. Cool, no problem. But my dumb ass stayed around waiting. Well, imagine my shock when he started posting pictures of another bitch all on social media. Say no more. I blocked his raggedy ass. He used to say I will always belong to him, and it looks like he wasn't lying. Mac tracked my little ass down a few months after I blocked him and said that the shorty posted those pics after she hacked into his accounts. It was the worst lie ever, but my heart was already too deep with him. That was 2 years ago, and we have yet to become a couple. We fell right back into the same routine, and I was on my way to check his ass once again. I turned up the music, getting myself amped up more. It's not like I needed the encouragement because I was a firecracker ready to pop off at any moment for any reason. I was surprised when that nasty hoe Jessica called herself checking me while I was enjoying my lunch. Her first mistake was messing with me while I was eating. Her second mistake was talking to me at all. Is there anything else I can get for you? The waiter asked. I looked up with a smile. No, thank you. Diving into the lunch special of cheddar and broccoli soup with a turkey and cheese sandwich, I was content. The sun was shining, but it wasn't too hot. It was a cool breeze blowing around. People were walking and mingling, enjoying the beautiful weather. My mom called me right on time. Ever since I moved here, we had a standing lunch date every Wednesday. We would both eat our food while on the phone catching up with each other. That's exactly what I was doing when I got a foul taste in my mouth and a shadow blocking the sun. I looked up and there stood Jessica, smug as hell. Hold on, Mom. I placed the phone on the table and crossed my arms. Fuck you standing here for? She knew I didn't like her. I already had to drag her ass before and wouldn't hesitate to do it again. I just wanted to say hi. This bitch had to have bump to her head. I gave her a once over from top to bottom. She was cute, I guess. Jessica wore her weave long and wavy. That's probably why Max stopped fucking with her. He hates weaves. She was short and thick. Now, I don't have problems with BBWs, but Jessica wore clothes a little too small for her body. I hated it when anybody wore clothes too small, no matter what their body type was. She was dark skinned with pretty, doe shaped eyes and a pouty mouth. Yeah, she was cute, but she wasn't holding a candle to me. My confidence was through the roof. What the fuck do you want, bruh? My patient was almost non existent. She smirked and began to walk past my table to continue wherever she was supposed to be. When she got a little further away, she turned around and said, Oh, tell Mac he didn't have to leave so early this morning. I was going to make us breakfast. I couldn't get out my chair quick enough to catch her ass. She walked so fast it seemed as if she was running. Under my breath, I spoke into existence that I wanted Jessica to bust her ass. With the swipe of my finger, she fell and tumbled into the dirty sewer water. Her face was planted in a gutter, which put a slight smile on my face, but my blood was still piping hot. Kim, my mom called for me, but I didn't respond. I know damn well this girl ain't trying to fight over no man. She said more so to herself than me. Right now, I was too embarrassed to answer her. My mama had a man that loved every negative thing about her, so she wouldn't understand that sometimes you have to go through shit to get the love that she already possessed. I took a deep breath. Mama, chill. I didn't put hands on that girl, but you wanted to. I'm surprised you didn't. She chuckled and paused. You beat her ass before, didn't you, Kim? I put my head down. I'll call you later, Mama. After paying my tab, I hopped in the car to confront the man that was responsible for the bullshit yet again. Same old shit, just a different day. So I'm gonna go a little bit into chapter 2, not too much,
Okay.
and keep it
Okay.
flowing
Not
for
too
you
much.
guys. I got you.
I mean,
Chapter
you
2.
just you want to give them a little, but you want them by your
Yeah,
book. Sorry,
yeah.
y'all.
Chapter 2, Mac. They say when you love what you do, you'll never work another day in your life. If that's true, I stopped working a long time ago. I was 29 years old and owned several barbershops and a contract company throughout Philly. Multiple streams of income are the only way to survive. See, I've never been a street dude. I couldn't live my life always looking over my shoulder or worrying about if something was going to happen to someone I care about. I take pride in this legal shit. Mac, you got me fucked up. The tornado known as Cam came bursting through the double doors. Cam and I are not official, but that's my little baby. Her body was just right. She had a small chest but thick thighs and a nice ass to match, just enough to grab a handful. At 26 years old, she didn't look a day over 18. Cam stood 5'6" with butterscotch skin, green eyes that you can't say no to, soup coolers for lips, and a big curly afro with honey blonde tips. I love my women natural. It's the confidence they display that screams black queen, no weaves or plastic surgery. Don't get me wrong, ain't nothing against it. It's just not for me in the long run. Out of the corner of my eye, I see her little ass marching down the aisle. Tiny ass feet stomping like she was going to do some damage. Oh shit, Mac. What you do this time? Candy instigated while retwisting the locks of the guy in her chair. She was hands down the best barber or stylist in Philly. Her chair stayed occupied with men and women, and they were dropping big money for her to work her magic. That's also how I met Kim. Her so-called best friend comes and get his hair cut by Candy. You don't hear me talking to you? Her arms was folded and her lips was pouted. I ain't say shit though.
Girl, look, I'm about to say, what you doing? I forgot I told you. First of all, Mac, wait, let's go back. First of all, the whole Philly. So if you don't know, tell them where you from, please.
Say that one more time.
If they don't know because they don't know, tell them where you from. If they can't figure out by now.
If they can't figure it out, it's Philly all day. Philly all day.
First of all, I've received all the Philly vibes in this book already. No matter what genre you writing, like you said, like I felt you already. Right. I felt by me sitting on here and even talking to you, your personality already came out, which is always good for author. You have I know I'm gonna ask you where tell them where they can buy the book before we get deeper, because I'm gonna ask you some questions, but I want you to promote the book.
So you can get all my books on Amazon.com, paperbacks and Kindle Unlimited for those who, have the subscription. And for those who want just digital downloads, you can download it on there too.
Okay, and it's just author K Guess, right?
Just K Guess, K.Guess.
Okay, so we have a few comments. Comment, but first of all, you have some smiles from Russ Bazemore, and also if I mess up your name, please don't, because I don't pronounce nothing right. I'm an author. I write. I don't pronounce. Okay,
I'm right. I don't pronounce.
Jamie gave you some hearts and a smile. Carmen Bird, hey bestie. She said, "I love the emphasis." Yes, girl. First of all, you're reading. I felt like I was right there. Like it was like a movie. Like honestly, when you're doing a reading, when anyone reads your book, a good book should be able to play out like visuals in your mind. It should be like movie, like a movie. And as you was reading, I seen the body, big body. The one was shaped like a what you say? She was shaped like a PT Cruiser. I think
the BBW.
A BBW. She called a PT Cruiser.
I seen the BBW. I'm sorry.
I seen her, and I seen her clothes too small. I seen everything.
I seen her fall in the gutter.
Oh my God! I seen her fall in the gutter. First of all, I love it. Let me just say, even when you broke down a relationship with Mac, right?
Right.
That's his name. When you broke down a relationship with Mac, it was very, I want to say, realistic. Like, okay, he's lying when he come back and be like, somebody hacked in the phone. We know this. No one stole the phone. No one stole anything or hacked in. But our hearts is so invested that we're going to believe it. And we're going to make you think we believe it, but we're going to believe it and push it to the back of our mind what's going on. And then 2 years later, you're still there.
You're still here.
And then you have big body PT Cruiser coming, and you look good, and you wondering like, oh my God, what am I like? How do you compete when your body is shaped like this? And it's almost like, well, what is your choice? What do you have? So you start having body images. Look, I'm going already. Maybe I'm talking about myself.
I'm a Keisha.
No, I was.
Name of that book.
I was not. No, because I had gastric bypass surgery.
Okay.
And so I was big, right? And that's listen, real. This is real. I was 300 pounds, and my boyfriend was cheating on me with skinny girls, right? So my confidence was okay. Boom. So I went and got that surgery and lost 175 pounds. So now I'm like this. And then I kicked him to the curb. I got a new boo. He cheated on me with a girl that was named Hella Hips. She was like, honestly, she could have been on my 600-pound life. I was like, I got the worst luck of.
Sometimes it's not even you, it's just them, but us being women, we look at the other woman, or we look at, who we see them giving attention to. And of course, it's only right to be like, well, why her? Like, what's the difference? Like, what is she doing? Or what do she have that I don't? And as women, we really got to be like, you know what? That's just you, because I'm bad. Like, I'm sexy, I'm smart.
No
That's
matter
who
what
you want.
size.
Keep it going.
No matter what size. Because guess what? No matter what size. When I was big, I knew that I was sexy. When I was small, and guess what? Even if I shape like this cup, this mug, I'm really going to be sexy in my mind, and you should always do it. You should always do it. I'm going to read some comments. Asia White said, I'm here for it. Hey, Asia. Now, Asia, that is somebody that you want. Asia is a part of one of the best book clubs you can find. Sophisticated Shades of Smoke. Shout out to them. What is that? Brit Eyes Loving Myself. Brit Loving Myself. Brit Eyes. I'm sorry, I'm saying this wrong. Could you see them? Could you see the comments?
I can't see the comments.
Okay. It says,
it's not coming up for
more. I read this more than one. I think she said she wants you to read more than one, right? Yeah. Russ said, yes, ma'am. Like they was going on with you. I'm trying to skip. Also, my bestie Shanae is on. She came on. She was laughing at something you said throughout your book. Danielle said, yes, sis, I already have the other two. Now here come three. I love it. That's Danielle George. They said Philly in the house. Mommy support. Mommy. That sounds like something my mother would do. That is mommy. Hey, Ma.
Mom's going to support.
Try mommy now, Ma.
Try clicking on the part where it says, it says private chat, and then you see comments.
Okay, click on the comments.
Click on the comments, and you should be able to.
Oh, okay, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah, now I can see everything.
You can see it. Okay.
Hey, Keys.
Hey, mommy. Hey, Mom.
I'm sorry.
All right, Mom.
No, you don't be sorry, Mom. My mother would have got on here and started reading Psalms 23.
I had
told
to
everybody
make
to go
upstairs.
Listen, my mother got right on my I teach an expressive writing course called Write for My Soul. Tuesdays and Thursdays. Oh my God. So shout out to my Write for My Soul ladies. And we had 2 men that was on it too. But my mom got on yesterday for the first time, and she came right on, and her and my aunt, Auntie Pinchy, shout out to them, and they was praying. So instead of doing the poem, they supposed to write poetry. They came on there, and when they went to share, they was like, "Find God, see God," which is always, that's a good thing. Okay, and Shanae said, I can't wait to read this book. Shanae said she can't wait to read this book. Me either, Shanae. How about we read it and we're going to discuss it? We're going to have a little discussion. Anybody down to have a little discussion with the book? I'm down for it because I know I'm going to get it.
I'm with it. I love good book discussion.
And which book was that you read from?
That was Unique Ties.
That was Unique Eyes. It's previewing down. I said your preview on Unique Eyes by Arthur.
Yeah, Unique Ties. Yeah.
Oh.
What did I put? Yeah,
no,
Unique Ties. Yes.
No,
yes.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Tasha. Don't be sitting up here and messing me up. Make me feel like I messed up.
I'm sorry. I was trying.
I'm messing with you.
I'm on Amazon getting the link.
Tasha been behaving this whole time.
Yes, put the link. No, put the link in. But people quick to correct authors. I just write and send. It's almost like you didn't put the apostrophe. I'm like, shut up.
Right.
When my book
what I meant.
You know what I meant. Oh, they said Q&A. Okay, Q&A. If you have some questions they want to ask you. You down for some questions?
I'm down. Listen, we
guys. So write your questions in the comment, and I'm gonna read them out to her. I have questions that I'm gonna throw out because I know some people had inboxed about it. But I already told you she's from Philly, so we have a little pack going on. We have a deal. So when you see Meek Mills, right?
Here we go.
Okay. When you see Meek Mills, you're going to write his life story, write his book. But then tell him I want to do a documentary specifically in a book with him and his ties to Baltimore.
Right. Okay. We got to come together with that.
Yeah, we're going to come together. So Meek. Hey, bro. So let me see. Hey, Pop. Okay, so we have Popular Demand, which is one of the dopest producer that's out. Okay. Pop actually in my whole CD once, but Pop is he has placements. I'm talking about placements. And Pop has decided to write his book, and we're going to support that. And I tell you, I already know. I know some of the stories, and the world need to hear that. Let me see. Okay, what made you write this book?
Funny story behind Unique Ties. So even though it's my third published book, it was actually my first book written. So it was actually supposed to be the first one that came out. So a lot of the situations in the book, I was in, you know what I mean? Like I was going through it. And sometimes you feel like you can't talk to people. So you got to release it. Right? So that's what basically made me write it. Like I sat there and I just wrote out, like how I felt about certain situations, how people made me feel when I was expressing myself. Next thing I know, I have a book. And then I shelved it. Like I wasn't going to release it. I just shelved it. And then when I did Unique Allies, Cam actually became a favorite. So Cam also makes an appearance in Unique Allies.
Okay.
She became a favorite. And that's when I was like, okay, well, let me go back to her and give her her own background. So that way you can get a little bit more of who she is and why she is the way she is.
I love it. So I always say that, and even of course we write fiction, right? But sometimes in fiction you get that creative nonfiction where some of the story lines and the plots are not specific. It don't have to be 100% about us, but it was influenced by some real life experiences. And I can see that. I think that's why I caught on and I said to you, I said, look, you know, the stuff that you did was relatable.
Right.
Talking about was relatable with Cam. And Tasha, thank you. Tasha, let me tell you, she already have your link up. So you guys click on that link.
I see. Appreciate
Make
it.
some purchases.
No problem.
Okay, hey Aisha from Sophisticated Mocha is on here too. Another book from the same book club. She said, "Who inspired you to write the book?" Well, I think she just said it, but who inspired you? Let me find out.
All right. So honestly, it was like a collection of, family and friends. Because during that time, I'm actually wasn't the only person in these situations. And as we sitting down, brunching and eating, and I'm looking around like we're all living the same situation. Like us women are sitting here waiting for him to get right or waiting for him to see what he has in front of him. You know what I mean? So it was for all the women that was there at that time when I was in that situation and when they were in that situation. So that's why it's so relatable. Because in the beginning, it was like he my man, but he ain't really my man, but he know
really
better.
My man. Yeah, yes. Writing is therapeutic. And honestly, sometimes the book can be like our diary. We just don't say dear diary. We just started off by chapters, and it really is. And I explained that's what made me even started my practice right for my soul. Is because I literally, when I first, just like you said, my first book, the last book I put out was the first book I ever written, but it wasn't the first.
That's crazy how that happens.
It always happens that way. Tasha, didn't I tell you? I was like, I had to go back and re-edit it because I'm like, yo, it's stuff that's not even right. Like she was at a Biggie concert in my book, and I was like, Biggie died all these years.
Now you got to switch it up a little bit.
Yes. Now another question: do your family support you and your books?
My family love my books. Like my cousins, y'all already know my mama. But my cousins,
mama.
my sisters, our mama. My sisters is a big, like she's on my phone. Like you finish a chapter, I didn't get it in my email. I didn't see it. My son, everywhere we go, he like, you read? Because my mama wrote a book. You should read my mama book. That's
how it's supposed to be.
But they are big. They are a big support system.
Shout out
my
to
best
your
friends,
family.
Everybody.
Shout out to your best friends and your family. Honestly, you don't know how much that means. A lot of people don't have that,
Yeah.
And that is a big thing, and it's a big deal. Like honestly, even if you don't, not one person write your book, you should at least have like five family members, and they cheer around you,
Right.
So okay, so if you could, someone asked, if you could rewrite or change your life according to the book, how would you? No, let's say if you could rewrite life according to book, how much would you change? I guess rewrite the life according to the book. How much would you change?
I wouldn't change too much, only because I feel like you got to go through shit to become a better person or to change who you are, because you actually might not be in a good space yourself. But one of the main things that I would change is the lack of communication. Like a lot of things crumble because of that. And as you get further in the book, you see that's where things start falling apart. I'm telling you how I feel, and you're like, okay. Like, no, it's not okay.
No, it's not okay. It's not.
You tell me how you feel, and I want to make sure you feel better. I want to figure out, how to fix it. So you kind of feel like you're alone in that aspect. So I would definitely do more of, empathetic between the characters, so things start crumbling down with them.
Okay, now let me some Pop, The link for the book is in the comments, and also the name of the book and the author is going right across the screen. Someone is asking about what's the name of the book and how can they get it. And look, people were right on top of it, putting unique ties, and they showed it. They was right on top of it. I'm gonna ask you two or three more questions, and that's it, because I know.
Okay.
One that I did, because this is something that people ask a lot. How long does it take you to write a book? This is going to be questions that I ask every author, because I want people to see how it varies.
Yeah, each book is different. Like my first book that I published, I think it probably took me about 3 months to write the whole thing. Unique Ties actually took me longer, because even though I shelved it, it wasn't completed. You know what I mean? It wasn't a completed novel. And I felt like it's harder to write a novella than it is a full novel, because you can't put too much information in there if you're intentionally writing a novella, but you want to leave too much information out, because you want to make sure you leave the people with enough where they're satisfied, So it definitely varies with, how that creative process is going. Sometimes you can sit and write a book within a couple days. Sometimes you got to take a step back because nothing is coming to you and you don't want to force it. You can tell when the author forced their work. You can tell, and you don't want to force it.
I'm somebody that you would tell. Like I tell everybody, and I'm learning that, because at first I'm not lying. I used to look and be like, when I was in the groups and I see someone was like, yeah, I dropped the book in January, never come February, March, April, May, June, July, and I'm like, well, what the hell am I doing? I'm like, what's going on? Then I see another author that may be like, no, I write a book in 3 months, or I write in 6 months, or I put out a book a year. So then I realized it really does vary, varies according to the author. Then you have some people that's all they do is write.
Yeah.
They don't. They make their bread and butter full time, and like that's what's up. If I was able to just sit home and write, then hell yeah, you might get
dropping like albums. Like you get this book, you get this book.
Okay, so you have a sale. Aisha just bought your book. She said, okay, I got my book. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Someone said Zodiac Sisters is my favorite book. That's one of your books?
It is.
Okay.
Zodiac Sisters is a book about 3 sisters who ends up with superpowers based on their zodiac signs. And it is actually a fan favorite, believe it or not. I personally enjoy Unique Allies more, but the readers love Zodiac Sisters. So you guys can get that too.
Okay, and you self-publish. What was your experience?
Self-publish, yes.
What was your experience?
It's hard.
Okay, because
especially as a new author, because readers don't like new authors, but they complain about reading the same things over and over again. So you really can't figure out which lane you're going to come in, and then you're trying to build up that audience so that way when you drop, they're going to buy, they're going to review. So like the marketing, the promoting, that's the hardest part coming out as a new author, because people are looking like, oh, I don't know her, so I'm gonna keep it moving.
Know her.
But it helps when someone who's already established, like I read this book, it was pretty good. Now her readers are like, my author like her, so now I'm a reader. So it's really hard, like for a new author to get readers in, and that's why we're so heavy on reviews, or even like reposting, because people don't know, with Amazon's algorithm, the more reviews you get, the more visible your book is. And if you're a new author and you're competing against millions, because there's millions of authors in this world, believe it or not, your book will never be seen, so other people won't read it. So the more reviews you get, the more Amazon is like, oh, since you finished this kind of book, we recommend this book. So now this person is like, well, let me see if I want to read this, and now you then got another reader.
You just dropping. I love to drop gems after the read for people who's inspired to be a reader. You just got another book sale, Zodiac Sisters. Aisha bought that as well.
Thank you.
If you could leave an inspired author with advice, what would that be?
Don't stop writing.
Boom. No matter if it makes sense to you, no matter if someone else says bad, and that's what professionals are for. Keep writing, get it out, get the purge out, get it out of your system. And then it's for you and someone to sit down and organize it and structure it and make it make sense. Get it out. Don't stop writing.
Even if only one person read it, you know what I mean? Like that's all you need. your writing isn't going to be for everybody. And that's why I think a lot of people are scared, because they're like, people won't read it. A lot of people probably won't. Like, there's plenty of people that don't read paranormal books. That's fine. It's not for you. You know what I mean? But it's tons of people that do. So this is something for you. So don't be scared. Like, write it, publish it. You might do better than what you thought you was going to do.
But I think you just did something, because I mean, listening to your book, I can't wait to get off and go get it. But if I would have, no, honestly, if I was scrolling and I seen some say paranormal author, I'd be like, oh, maybe I don't think that's gonna be. You don't even know. That's why I love this platform. Like, it's
Right.
First chapter for a reason. Give a book a chance. And a lot of times, they may read the synopsis, and then of course, in the bookstore, they never get a chance to really read the whole first chapter. So first chapter, here it is, right here. How important is it to network with other authors?
Oh, it's very important. It's very, very important. When I first decided to write, a few established authors who I was already a fan of, let me come on their platform with my first book that I published. They let me come into their groups and talk about my book and, connect with their readers. And that put me into a bigger platform. That's just like if you're on if you're a rapper or a singer and you get on this person's song, people don't know you, but they love this song because they love this artist. Now you got their ear. So they're going to go and see your music and download it. It's enough readers out there for all of us to be like, to share it.
I said that. I say that all the time. It's enough.
It's very important.
People out here reading one book a day. Unless you're writing 365 books, a book a day, then you don't have no competition with nobody. Unless you're writing 365 books a year, you have no competition. It's enough room. And so I just put up a comment that I think is so dope and so real. Said, artists don't make art for others. It's mostly for themselves. It's an outlet and it's important to tap into that creative side. Right. That is facts. That is facts. Okay, so we're going to close out, but I want to ask you, which I ask everybody as well. What's in your writing area? What do you need? What is a must that you need in your writing area? Everybody know I need my coffee. Listen, we're in my writing area. I need some candles, and there's some other things. And of course, y'all know I need my Golden Girls. I have Golden Girls.
Of course.
What's in your writing area?
Honestly, I just need to be comfortable. I can write anywhere. As long as I'm sitting comfortably, I can knock it out. You can have music playing, you can have the TV on. As long as my body is comfortable, I can write.
And I'm glad you said that, because some people think that you have to have a room or a designated area. I always say find somewhere that's quiet and you won't be distracted. And I see some writings and some saying in your background. So it seems like yeah. Okay, well, I thank you so much for your time, for logging on once again. Could you tell everybody where they can find you?
Thank you.
Your social media page, your email.
My IG is Guess Writer. So that's GUESS Writer. I drop everything on there first. So cover releases, new book releases, things like that. Also, my Amazon page is also under KGuess. All the books are under there. If you already have the book, please review it. Like I said, it's important. Even if you don't like it, I don't care. And look and see if there's anything else that you would like. But IG is Guest Writer and Amazon is K.Guess.
And hi, Miss Ernestine. Miss Long just came on. I'm just shouting out people that I see and I love. I should say you're welcome, Queen. I will put out your book. Wait, hold on, it's going up. We getting some moves moving up into rotation, so my book club can read it. So she's gonna put your book into rotation, so her book club.
Awesome, thank you. I really appreciate that. That's awesome.
You be blessed, and I thank you so much. You have a blessed night, and tell our mama she did good.
Tell mama.
Tell her she did good. She did good, and me and you gonna link up.
Oh, we definitely got a link. I got you. We gonna link for real.
All right, Baltimore, Philly, Jesus.
All right, see you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So thank you everyone for tuning in with me. Let me just put it out there. I'm Keisha Starr. If you would like to if you're an author and you want to be on First Chapter, please send me a message via inbox, or you can, let me put it out there. Let me put my information where you can get it. I think you see it now. Here's all my information at the bottom. You can send me an inbox message, or you can send an email if you want to be on. Right now, we're booked up, I think, for the next 2 months. But as you can see, we getting it in. So get yourself in so you won't be, you can have your own slot. Also, show me some love and support. Jamaican Me Go Crazy 2 is available right now. My book is out. Could you see? I'm all over the place. Could you see it? Jamaican Me Go Crazy 2 was released, and here's part 1. I'm all over the place. Here's part 1. Here's part 2. The trailers are on YouTube. If you go put Jamaican Me Crazy, the trailers will pop up. Okay. Thank you so much, Tasha. Is there anything you want to say, Tasha? Please, because you tell them about your pepper. Because Tasha, if you cooking and you want some good seasoning, if I'm telling people, if you cooking and you want some good Caribbean season, tell them. And speak of your accents so they know. They don't even know.
No, I'm not. You can follow us on.
It just came out. You can follow us. It just came out.
You can follow us on Island Queens on IG. It's Island Queens with a Z. We have original sea moss, pepper sauce, and green seasoning. So, if you want to add a nice little kick, nice little spice to your food, you can come and you can get it from us, and we do ship.
Go drop the link. You gonna drop something? We're dropping everybody's stuff.
Have it right at hand. I'll have it next time.
Just make sure you put it when we get off. You can put it right in there. I thank you all for tuning in. I'm about to go get something to eat. I didn't want to eat because I would have been sleeping on this on this live, and that's real. I'm telling you.
I really like, and I think that when you hear an author actually read their book, it gives it like a spice.
It does, right?
It's totally different. So I've come to find that I'm more into having the book read to me, and the voices that they have on a computer, it's just so dry.
It don't match it, and I think that's one of the things that everyone's asked me, did I have the audio for my books? And I was like, well, I'm a daughter. And someone was like, find the right person because the audio, sometimes it be the wrong person. And I said, well, I'm a daughter. They was like, no, you would be all day. You need a professional to do it. So it's just like, oh my gosh. But they say you do have to find the right person. But ain't it something organic when the author come on and read it themselves? Because she's very good.
Like hearing her read it, I'm telling you, I just saw the girl falling in the gutter.
Oh my goodness. I see the girl shaped like a candle. Okay, well, guys, we're about to log off. Me and Tasha gonna get on and talk about a few of you guys privately. It's like I'm just joking. But I love you and appreciate you all. Thank you so much for tuning in to the first chapter. See you guys. I'm changing it. It's not gonna be on Fridays. It may move to Thursdays. Because I'll be honest, y'all know how I feel about my joys, my boys. And Fridays is pizza movie night with mommy. So they was a little upset that 2 Fridays in a row. I haven't been there.
You gotta change that up.
I gotta change that. So you guys I think it's gonna be Thursday. Okay. See you guys. Bye.